Zo.
Hi, ik ben Bianca. Ik wil graag mijn haren zwart laten verven.
Ja, en je wil een klein stukje af, niet te veel.
Nee, niet te veel.
Nee.
En het mooi laten krullen.
Ja, we gaan mooi krullen. Bianca wants black hair. She wants to get rid of the dry ends. Starting in this video with coloring. So cutting will be at front of the coloring because the coloring will be on the back of the video, but I start with coloring. And she turns around to show you her current hairstyle. Je mag een rondje draaien. It's nice slow turn. Een rustige draai.
Ja.
Let's start on her. Okay, on the end you see of course the video with coloring. And I'll start with the cut. So for those who like to see the coloring, go to the back of the video. Start with protection. Of course, give her a nice cape. Get to my Olivia garden brush again. Brush the hairs. Now she don't like too much layering, but she wants to have the dry ends off. So the only thing is a bit layered is the front. I saw this in the start. So there I will also put a little bit layering in, but not too much. And this you can see also by the round circle on the back. Take my chopsticks and first pin up the hairs. Do this over the center line. Gonna do this cut because I have it with a hot tool. And this is why my models sometimes have more than a half year before they are in my chair again. This is because the hot tool seals the hairs and it will stay sealed for a long time, so they will also feel very feminine. But I think when you know this tool is available on the market, you have to use it. It's just a personal thing. Now, before I start cutting, I would like to have capes with a nut or button on the side, so I have a straight line to work on. Then I free the hairs again. Start right on the fold of the skull. Get to my hot tool. It's a hot rays of ergo, very hard to get, but if you have it, it's wonderful. Turn a bit so you can watch with me.
Turn around.
Yeah. Now she has not, what I told you, a lot of layering. So watch at the hairs, and what they have fine and thin, I take off. The nice thing of this tool is that you don't have to force anything, it just travels very nicely and gentle through the hairs.
Doe je daar niet met een hete...
Ja.
Wel heet. Oh, met die in weer.
Ja. Take all the hairs to the center line. When I take all the hairs to the center line, I know that the sides of course will be a little bit longer. So I give it a slight rounding. But this gives also better fall to the hairs. First line. Take a new line on it. Take the hairs down, make sure they are straight. When you're going to cut, watch at the line of cutting, go in from the sides, gently let the knife do the work. You don't have to do anything, hardly anything. Take a new line on it, comb the hair straight down. Start at the side, watch at the hairs, go in. See how gentle this knife goes through the hairs. You can even push it through the hairs. without doing anything. And it feels very feminine and soft. That's the beauty of this tool. Again, take a new line on it. And this ends are dry because we had summer okay and it is now winter. And for thermic cut it is a little bit late. Normally I would do this in October, November. And I would do this when the summer starts again. So in the Netherlands is that in May, June. So most customers of mine with hot razor cuts or thermic cuts come twice a year. But they're always happy. That's the most important thing. And they always come back. And when you would grow your hair, you have to take off a very small part because the ends don't split, so the hair grows all the length over and over again. I wash the hair with shampoo of Lanza, and this shampoo has a tobacco smell, so I can smell that smell on her. It's a bit like a cigar smell.
Yeah.
Go down, know where I can. Gently connecting to the back. And she has beautiful hair. Yes! Again, watch through the lines, know where I go. And then I'll gently turn her so you can see how beautiful the line of the hair is. I'll lay it on the cape so you can see this. Turn her the other way. Going the opposite lines. And I think when her hair is wet, it weighs about 3 kilograms. So it's a lot of hair. And I used 2.5 the amount of color that I normally do. So in her case it was 250 grams color. I use this 6% is 20 volume. And I use step 1 and step 2 into it of the grid line. This I do because it's long hair, so it can have all the nursing that I can give it. And I want it to have the most wonderful hair, so that's why. Rustgevend hè, knippen. Rustgevend knippen.
Ja, ik ben helemaal in mijn element.
Ja, lekker. Dansen als vrouw zijn we heel fijn.
Ja.
Maar dat vind ik als man ook fijn hoor, om in de energie van een vrouw te zijn. Zo, echt mooi.
Warm.
Ja, gewoon fijn.
Ja.
Turnen, so I can go to the front. Now start at the front, knowing that you don't like layering. So take it to the front, watch where the length is.
Oh.
Watch at the line. She's a bit chicken. But only use the fontanelle to connect to the line on the back. So it's hardly any layering.
Weinig in laagje.
Nee.
Zo min mogelijk.
Yeah. For those who think which language they use, it's Dutch. So when we talking together, You will certainly hear us talking in the Dutch language. It's a neighbor of Germany, but it's not Germany.
Maar er gaat wel veel vanaf.
Nee joh.
Hartstikke. Ik word bijna kaal.
Ah, schitterend.
Oh, kijk nou hoeveel.
Kijk hoe weinig.
Nee, dat is veel.
Nee. Goed.
Nee, ik vind alles te veel. 1 centimeter, dat is een halve centimeter is prima. Maar ja, het is heel veel is er dood.
Ja, dat is het. Er gaat bijna niks af. Hè?
Nou, als ik nou
Van de
goed
achterkant wel, maar. Ja, maar dat is de achterkant. Hè? Kijk, dit is de voorkant.
kijk. Ja, dat is toch best veel hoor.
Ja, nee. Doe eens. De volgende keer terugkomt zit er 3 keer zoveel aan.
Mag wel.
Come the hairs to the back. And now I have to get some distance because when I want to check it on top, she's always the cutest thing. It's a cutie, this model. She's a really strong girl, so it's always. Sure, I did all the hairs. Go on top, just on the center line. Take this high up. Gently coming through, otherwise she's gonna hit me again. Watch it the length. Take off only a small part. Take a new line on it. Gently coming again. Sometimes I think I'm a bit an artist because when I color something, colors all over me. So now I'm certain that I did all the hairs. Now I start a little bit drying, not too much, but then I put large rollers in and then I use another dryer. Zo enorm, ja. Goed verschil.
Wat?
Hoe lekker zacht het is.
Ja, top.
Is lekker hè?
Fijn. Wel kort.
Mooi is dat ding naar boven gaat van ballonnen en slingers.
Ja.
Die komt van het vliegertje. Ken je de winkel nog?
Hè, wat dan?
Op de Marialaan het vliegertje.
Nee, kijk niet.
Pour the minutes already in. Tissue brush again through the hairs. And then I'm gonna give her some rollers. Of course I use large rollers. I start in the underlines, building up because yes, that long hair, that I can better start in the neckline and building up. Like I did with starting coloring and of course cutting. Can take off the protection for cutting. Take the hairs up, take a nice large roller, roll it in, make sure the ends are into the roller, send them into the hairs. Take a new line on it. The nice thing is, with this rollers, you can pull the hairs on the roller, so the ends are really nicely falling into the roller. You have to be aware that all the hair stays on the rollers. So do all the hair, of course. All those rollers are on the hair. So now, I take a net,
Ja.
Catch all the rollers into that. Knot it on the back. Then she is going under the dryer. So we'll be back when this is dry. Okay. Now it was 20 minutes under the dryer. So I take out my net. Gently roll them down. Maar die zooien lang.
Vooral wel.
Ja, boven stond wel een beetje warm. Onderin valt er mee. Hè?
Mooi.
Now with a soft brush, I brush it through. Then on one time go over with the brush. And we have a beautiful American look hairstyle. Now I thank Bianca for being my model.
No problemo.
I thank you for watching. Take out the cake.
Oeh!
We are static.
Volop.
Here in the studio is hardly any moist, so we have a static environment. So sometimes we have a real lane together. Thank you for watching. She will turn around to show you the end result, and we see each other next video. Bye bye. Okay, je mag schat. Dankjewel. Hello. After cutting, you see, of course, this video, because I told in front that I would start with coloring. First, brush the hairs with the Olivier Garden brush. Made photos in front so I can see how the hairs are. Pin this away using a chopstick. Take a towel. I think it's mostly important to prevent wet things coming into the clothes. It's 6 o'clock again. It's after work. I started this morning at 8 o'clock, so then you know how long my work days are.
Zwaarder.
But I like it, so what's the problem? Put the plastic foil on, then free the hairs. Moisten them a bit, not too much, but this I mostly do because then it works nicer with the hairs. And in front of coloring I never wash the hairs because then the skin is not protected anymore. So that's why. And using a little bit moist on the hairs reduces the color to get rid of the peroxide and gives a nicer spreading of the product on the hairs. Starting on the lines and building up to the top. Therefore it's also nice to work with chopsticks, because with chopsticks you can really part nicely and very easy set the hairs away, and you never get stuck in the hairs. Turn so you can watch with me. Lift the hairs up, starting in underlines. Tell her that's cold.
Yeah, I did.
Take the small hairs of the neckline also with it. Take my plastic foil high up, so I can lay it on the plastic foil. Take the underlines of the hairs that lay on top also with it. So I'm certain that I have everywhere color. And then set in the total length. And lay it of course on the plastic foil. Massage it nicely in. I'm certain that I have everywhere the color. Take a new part of the hair on top. Take 1/2 centimeter hair. Pin up hair aside. Again start in the underlines. Pushing color deep into the hairs. On my clops I can spread the hairs. So lay the color and the hairs on my clops. Massage it gently in. And when this is done, I'm certain that everywhere is color. So I lay it again on the plastic one. And so do all the hair. Making sure everywhere on the contour is also black, because black is a strong color. Cannot use lighter colors in the front.
It looks so sexy now.
Yeah?
Oh, it's so cute. Not cute, but it's a lot.
So now I'm gonna clean the contour line and then close my plastic foil. First take out my cloth so I can work a little bit better. When you're working with dark colors, it's better to do this in front than afterwards, otherwise you cannot get it from the skin.
Oh, it smells good.
Ah, it's so nice when you cannot get it from the skin. Then I take a cotton wick, lay it on top of the ears. And when I put the plastic foil down, it will certainly lay on the ears. Lay a bit on the front. She always wanted to have platinum blonde hair, so now you can see how it looks.
Oh my god, I'm so sexy now.
The dark side of Christmas. Close the foil. We go for a coffee or tea, and you just stay there because you see the end result, of course, but that's after cutting the hair. It's a lot of hair into the plastic foil. So don't go away, we'll be back.
Turn around and die.
Okay, you mag het. Dankjewel. She wants black hair. She wants to get rid of the dry ends. Starting in this video with coloring. So cutting will be at front of the coloring because the coloring will be on the back of the video, but I start with coloring. And she turns around to show you her current hairstyle. Je mag een rondje draaien. Een nice slow turn. Een rustige draai.
Ja.
Doors will open on the right-hand change for the Piccadilly and Victoria lines. Exit for Buckingham Palace.